What's going on, guys? Zer's here. And I decided I was going to make a new video series based on a couple of videos YouTube by name Yogi came up with. Now you guys know me, I'm not really good at keeping up with video series, but I do think I can actually get this one done this time, okay? Because after I get done with this one, I'm gonna try to work on another one. Like, I'm really good at making sequels to videos, but I'm not really good at creating series. I don't know why. I can't do that. I can make a sequel, but I can't make a trilogy. Anyhow. So I'm going to be making a couple of video responses to Yogi based on what he said about nice guys and some really common arguments and traits I've seen people pick out about nice guys and jerks and all of that. And then when I'm done with those videos, I'm going to finish my series, Nice Guys, Jerks, and the Girls Who Date Them, because I should have finished it a long time ago, but I just never did. But now I am, after I'm done with this. So before I really start breaking down why I find a lot of what Yogi said in his videos about nice guys recently to be totally asinine, I think it's very important to explain my frame of reference first. I think it's very important first to explain to you guys how I feel about nice guys and why I've spent a huge portion of my time on YouTube, if not defending nice guys, at the very least arguing that a lot of the shit people say about them is just not accurate to reality, or just does not really reflect the genuine truth that is going on with men and their lack of ability to date women. And I think it would be really easy to explain to you guys by just simply saying that when I was a young man, I used to refer to myself as a nice guy. I don't really refer to myself as a nice guy anymore, mostly because women have kind of really pissed me off in general, and I'm kind of angry and, as you could say, bitter about all their life choices. Not really for me personally, but the way they've just kind of destroyed their children's lives. That has really frustrated me to probably an unnatural degree. So, and also talking to women on internet dating it's just rather an annoying experience. So then there's that just is annoying. I might talk about that one day. But I'm not really, as nice as I once was to women, I can say. So that's why I don't really refer to myself as a nice guy anymore. I used to be a genuinely nice person to people in general, and I still am for the most part, although I'm a lot snarkier than how I used to be. But that's how I was. So whenever I told people I was a nice guy, I was using the word as a catch-all. As in, I was trying to explain to people my traits, that I liked being kind, I was honest, I was very forthright, I was faithful, I wasn't going to cheat on any woman that I wanted to be with. I wanted to love that woman, I wanted to treat her well, I wanted to make her life better. When I said I was a nice guy, those were the traits I was describing, and it'd be very difficult to constantly say that over and over and over and over and over again to every person I would be talking to. So I just said I was a nice guy because I liked being nice, and more than anything else, I even now I still really do enjoy being a nice person. I do enjoy helping people. Why do you think I have this YouTube channel? You know what I mean? So that's always just kind of been a core of my being. So whenever I see people describe nice guys, I would compare it to how I was in the past. And that shit just never matched up. It just never matched up to how I was. I've heard people say, the descriptions of nice guys just make them seem as if they are just some downright dastardly individuals that don't even care about the women that they want. Some descriptions say that nice guys are just trying to give out nice good boy points so they can just have sex with women. And I've always thought that was some right bullshit, because growing up, I never once, this is a little ironic, but most of the time when I tried to date girls back in high school, I was never trying to pump and dump them. I was never only interested in having sex with them. In fact, I never talked to a girl, save for one, with the intentions of just having sex with her and never talking to her again, or talking to a girl just because I thought she was sexually attractive. In fact, most of the times when I did like a girl, it was because I liked who she was as a person. Right? I really genuinely liked girls for who they were, and I genuinely cared about them as people, I would talk to them and try to help them with their problems, and I really cared about how their day was going and the issues they were dealing with, and I wanted to support them in life and you know, be a positive influence to them, you know, and because I was so genuinely like attracted to these girls as people more so than their sexy lady bits, because, you know, looking back at it, most of the girls I tried to date, there were only really like a handful of them you could say that were like conventionally attractive or like universally attractive. I think that might be the best word to say, universally attractive, as in most people universally agree that the girl looked very good. I have a very particular taste in young ladies. It's really interesting, you know, like I like really average looking white women, and then there's like beautiful black women. Like black women are just some black women are just beautiful, man, you know. But then I like mixed women a lot better than I like the other race of women. So basically, the whole point of describing that is to say that most of the girls I tried to date, they weren't like I don't like using Stacy type of thing, you know, like really like high social high value girls that everyone just thought was attractive. No, most of the girls I tried to date were kind of just all right, plain Jane average girls. But to me, they were fantastic. They were phenomenally beautiful, and I only wanted to be with them because I actually think that a huge portion of my desire to be so monogamous came from the fact that my parents got a divorce, and I don't ever want my children to have to grow up without me in their life if I have children. So in my mind, I always attach very hard to women so that I don't break apart from them, which has been mostly to my detriment now that I think about it, but I'm going to talk about that some other time. The point is, like, when I wanted to be with a girl, I only wanted to be with that girl. I didn't even care about other women. I didn't even give a fuck about other women. I didn't even think about them. I just wanted to be with her, man. You know, and again, maybe it was definitely to my detriment, but that's how I was growing up. So again, like hearing people say the nice guys, they don't really care about women, or like beta orbiters or all that bullshit, I'm just like, man, that's some more bullshit, because comparing that to how I was in the past, that wasn't me. Like all of these nice guys were just so passive aggressive, and maybe I was passive aggressive to some degree. I mean, some people, no, there's one guy in particular who said that I was, but I don't know, maybe I was a little passive aggressive, if I'll be honest with myself. But usually to the girls that I liked, I mean, every now and again we would argue, or, you know, we'd have our issues, but for the most part, you know, I genuinely cared about these girls, and they meant a lot to me. You know, there were really four in particular, you know, that I really think of that, you know, really meant a lot to me. And you could probably extend that to maybe about 5 or 6. You could probably say really left an impact on me. And I actually intended on making videos about these girls for years, like to explain how I got to the point, that I am now. I just never sat down and did it, but it was always my intention. I'll probably might do that sometime. Oh, I'm just burping a lot. In the future, I'll sit down and like explain, you know, my path to how I got to where I am today, because I want to explain this element to my perspective as well when it comes to nice guys and jerks and all of that. What I think is very important is that I never touched Reddit until 2014. Okay, so my opinions of women were never influenced by internet forums. I never got on internet forums. When I was on the internet prior, to 2014, I didn't really like go explore the internet. I just went on YouTube, man. You know, I just went on YouTube and watched funny videos. And I spent a lot of time writing, actually. So I didn't really like explore the internet until I was like mostly an adult. So my opinions of nice guys and girls who like jerks is totally influenced by what I had seen in life. And so I always find it very frustrating when people pretend that like women don't date shitty people. Like that shit irks me to no end. Because people seem to like pretend that I came up with this shit on a Saturday afternoon. You know what I mean? Like I'm just sitting there drinking some iced coffee. I'm just sitting there just like, oh wait, hold on. Women like horrible, shitty people that treat them badly. I've never seen any woman be with a man that treat her badly, but obviously women have to love that shit because they're not dating me. Like I've never been like that. Whenever I saw it, here's the thing. I'm going all over the place, but I'm going to link it all back together. I'll be real. There's this one girl I can think of. This real nigga shit, by the way, man. This real nigga shit. I've said this in several videos before, but this is some real nigga shit I'm about to get into. I have been picked over by girls, right? Like, as in, literally, there's this one girl. I'll tell the whole story one day. But literally, she was presented the option, right, of being with me, like literally hanging out with me, or going to hang out with this one asshole, this one jerk. And she picked that guy, literally. I didn't need Reddit to tell me this shit. This actually happened to me. This real nigga shit. Now, here's the thing, though, right? Because people, I've seen this a lot. I've seen so many women will say this bullshit, and it makes me want to smack them upside the head. They'll say, guys only call the other guy the girl picked over them an asshole so they feel better about themselves. Oh, really? Oh, really, nigga? Okay, well, check this shit out. So that same girl's boyfriend, guess what? Went on to cheat on her numerous times, my friend. Numerous times. Oh, he cheated on her a lot. Point of fact number one. Point of fact number two. This real nigga shit, bruh. I sat next to the girl he cheated on her with in my Spanish class, nigga. I saw the girl he was cheating on his girlfriend with in Spanish class, nigga. I saw her. This real nigga shit. You can't make this shit up, bruh. You can't make it up, man. There's another time, man. My friends used to call me Spider-Man back in high school because my life was eerily similar to Peter Parker, especially in the movie. And this is kind of funny, but this is true shit, right? So one kid that used to bully me a lot, or used to make fun of me a lot, probably be more accurate, right? That I really fucking hated. Actually, this is two. The same guy I just mentioned, another guy. They both dated girls that I liked, right? Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. And they were fucking assholes. And again, people are like, you're just saying you're assholes because you're with your... No, remember, the first guy cheated on his girlfriend with the girl in my class and other women. And actually, I could go into... Like I said, I'll tell the whole story one day so you guys get a better idea where I'm coming from. But there are other elements to his assholeriness or his jerkiness. You know, the other guy who was with this one girl, she was the very first girl I tried to date in high school. Again, I'll tell that story some other time. But again, he was quite a dick. He was quite the asshole. This was before they dated, right? And like, to me, I fucking hated that guy before he even dated her. Because he was a shitty person. Yeah, like I said, the whole point, man, like, this is my lived experience. This isn't like, again, I'm not making this shit up on a Tuesday afternoon, you know what I mean? Like, this is the reality of the situations that I dealt with growing up, you know, and they're all stories that I could tell, and I probably will tell one day, you know, in the near future, whatever. But my frame of reference when it comes to nice guys is the fact that a lot of the times when I tried to date girls, I genuinely loved these women. I genuinely cared about these girls, and I genuinely wanted their lives to be better. When I saw women date terrible men, that hurt me. Not because... I mean, I was a jealous kid back in the day, but it didn't hurt me, like, solely because they weren't with me, but because, like, their lives, their relationships were bad. Like, I didn't want them to suffer. I wanted them to have good relationships. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that every single girl has dated a shitty person or only is attracted to assholes, because that's just not the case. That's not true. Because being a nice person has gotten me a moderate, I don't know if I say moderate, but has gotten some girls to like me. It has gotten some girls who want to date me. The girls that I didn't date in high school were mostly circumstantial. Like, it's not that we didn't like each other. It's that, you know, it was like she either lived too far away from me, or, you know, she dropped out of school, or something of that nature. Something that just I couldn't control. But so I'm not here to say that, like, being a nice person or being a reasonable, honorable person is never gonna get a girl to like you, because that's just not true. It's just not true. But it does seem that it is fewer and far between. And even then, they were a very particular breed of girl as well. And I'll talk about them, you know, and nice guys, jerks, and girls who date them in that video. I'll talk about that breed of girl. But it is important to say that I'm not here to say that women only want to date shitty people. I'm not here to say that. What I am saying is that there are a lot more women, it seems, who want to date these shitty men, or at the very least, if they don't want to date them, they will pick those men and they will have awful relationships, and then that spillover effect will affect the men who are not terrible individuals. This seems to categorically be the case of dating. right now. And to anyone who says that's not the case, I just can't trust their lived experience, because that has been my lived experience consistently over the years. So now, hopefully, you guys understand my frame of reference when it comes to nice guys. I'm not here to say that nice guys are patron saints and they're the greatest thing that ever happened to the world. I'm not saying that there aren't some shitty nice guys who are manipulative, who are nasty people. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, I do not think that they're textbook. I do not think that they accurately reflect the genuine men who just want to be in relationships with women and just want to love them. I'm not here to say that all women want to date jerks or want to date assholes. But I am here to say that there are a lot of women picking those men and having bad relationships, and it is fucking up dating for a lot of people. It is destroying the male-female dynamic. It is one element that is just helping with the destruction of how men and women just don't even like each other anymore. So, again, I made this video to explain where I'm coming from. So in the next couple of videos, we're going to be taking a look at what Yogi Yobes has to say about nice guys and girls dating not so nice guys. I hope you guys will stay tuned with me as I go over that. So that being said, man, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, man, go ahead and click that like button, and shoot, go and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below, and as always, you guys have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.